Testing. Testing. Is this thing on? Hello? Is this thing on? uh, Assuming it is. Assuming our stream is now live. Welcome, everyone. A second day of Rule the Waves 2. It is released in only 2 more days. We're almost there. It's good to see that everyone can hear me. Yeah, so Rule the Waves 2. It kind of feels weird. I've been so inundated with this game for the last... I've just been like... Everything has been Rule the Waves 2 for the last 24 hours or so. And... Boy, let's get into the Japan stream from yesterday. Let's just say that I've learned a lot since my stream yesterday. Mainly because that was the first time I had ever played the game. So we'll be a little bit better off in this one. For example, I've learned some interesting things like AVs are not functional right now. I think that float planes do not launch without a catapult right now, which is a bug. Just a bug. So we have some interesting comments saying things to do, scrap half the fleet and rebuild. This I completely agree with. So I'm right now, I don't know if you saw on the last screen, there's 2 save games that I've kept so far. I deleted one of them that I had from game 1. The other save game I have is game slot number 8. I've gone to 1907, I believe. That one is much more fun because I don't have to deal with incompetence. So this will definitely be a fun challenge mode, I would say, to do the 1920 start. I think as soon as you get your head wrapped around how carriers work, like we're still learning all these little things. Probably because I haven't read the manual. Things like, in order to build your first light carrier, you have to convert something to a light carrier first. And the same thing will be true eventually of the full carriers. I'm not really sure why. Frankly, I'm not sure if that was the precedent that was always set. Let me think. Saratoga and Lexington were definitely battlecruiser conversions. I guess it's true. The British had a lot of battlecruiser conversions. Japanese as well. Yeah, okay, so I guess it makes sense. Anyway, let's see how things progress in this one. We'll try to do our best to get around the... I mean, I haven't used the light cruiser. I haven't, unfortunately, even on my time off camera, I've only been looking at the different build modes for dreadnoughts and stuff like this. I haven't yet used carriers. Nonetheless, we're still at war with France. This is, as I said, a continuation of yesterday's stream. I don't think that I want to be at war with France anymore. We are barely ahead on victory points, and I don't think we can stay ahead much longer. I'm basically just using this as an opportunity to scrap most of my fleet. Scrap being kind of a funny way of saying it. Really what I should say is get destroyed. Yeah, everyone... I should say the same person, Viking, was again saying delete all your CLs. Yeah, exactly. So, that's... Hold on one second. Just gotta make sure that we have no intrusions here. One second. One sec. Whoa! What happened here? Oh my god, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Apparently my mute back on button is apparently the same button which collapses every cell into its minimum size. What an annoyance. Okay, there we go. That's good enough, right? Well, the maintenance cost is actually... I have been ignoring the maintenance cost completely. Okay, Darth Player asks, can't you delete those horrible auto-designed ships and build new ones? I would say yes, but of course, what we need to do is wait for this war to be over. We need even cannon fodder right now. So, let's see what happens. Let's take a little bit more time to read these messages. Decremental chilling technique? What the heck is this engine? Something? Decremental chilling technique. I don't know this. I'm completely unfamiliar with this terminology. Early AA director, I think that was a little more straightforward. So yeah, we're not doing extremely well. We have a small engagement. Whoa, we'll accept. They declined. I think we had no forces in there. It's accepted under the hope that my auto decline was less than the 900 and whatever victory points you would lose for, like, declining manually, like me clicking the decline button. We got very lucky. They declined. That was actually a pretty big swing. And at the end of the last stream, I was getting a little impatient with this war, so I started not auto, but I actually manually declined. So, what is the AI building for other countries? Actually, that's kind of a good question. Let's just take a look. Wait a second. There's light cruisers in this list now. Oh, I came up with a really good destroyer as well that we can start spamming. In fact, it's no time like the present. Okay, we'll get back to the design in a second, but first let's take a look at what everyone's building. So we have 8 dreadnoughts, or we could just call them battleships, right? Nobody's going to be using these old obsolete units anymore, except for us and Germany and Great Britain for some reason. But we have 1 light carrier, which is more than anybody except for the United States, but Great Britain has 2 in production. Oh, this is weird. Oh, I think refits. I'm pretty sure, in fact, I saw this already. I don't know I think this is a bug. I would say that this is a bug, but refits are not currently counted as either in service or being built. They're being, like, rebuilt. There should be, like, another column here, or they should be stuck into one of these two. Anyway, so I have one which is not there. Obviously, just double. 15.7 is 31.4. That's my other one which I decided to convert. So we're going to get 2 light carriers. The planes are automatically populated, by the way, I found. It's your refit, and you can build a true CVL. Yes, Elena is correct. I now have the possibility to build a, like, fully functional, from the ground up, light carrier, which is nice. But we won't probably do that. I mean, we actually could do that right away. It'd be fun to look at. First, let's take a look at the other things. So, armored cruisers, heavy cruisers probably at this point now, as I mentioned in the last episode. We're a little bit far behind compared to Germany, but that's because Germany can't build anything else, so that's not a big deal. We don't really know who we'll be going up against next, so this is kind of just what's the state of the world at. We're doing pretty well in terms of light cruisers, I would say, but that's immediately I'm repulsed by this number because probably 20 out of 24 of these are garbage, totally garbage. We'll need some more destroyers, but we'll get like a ton of those in a moment. Apparently I did put some corvettes into service, but I plan to just get rid of probably a lot of these. Apparently with 22,000, that means they're 500 tons each. And I think 600 tons, sadly, did I design the 500 ton one? 600 tons, I believe, is the minimum to keep them around after the war. Naval aircraft, we have less than France, which is unusual. Wow, Italy has 370, so we're going to have to make some improvements here. Hardzin says, hello there, Tortuga, how's it going? It's going very well. Hey, I can't complain if I'm streaming, right? So that's the state of affairs. Let's go to design this nice little destroyer, but actually we don't need it, I guess, if we have so many. So these Asama Marus are what I should be using for trade protection. I guess these are new ones that I just got. Yeah. Unfortunately, at 500 tons, I'm a big dummy. I don't think that these will stick around past the war, which is quite unfortunate, but it's the way things go when you're just learning the game. So, looks like we have a bunch of these on trade protection, which is good. The only ones I don't want on trade protection are my god, they're all terrible. These look competent, so we'll take these onto the active fleet now, especially because we have the replacements. We have plenty of trade protection. This is our our ship-based ASW. That's our aircraft-based. I don't know what this 770 is. I don't know what that second number is, but anyway. Yeah, okay, so let's just try to bring this war to an end, because once this war comes to an end, our budget situation obviously going to be very good because it's positive right now. I mean, this will probably drop down to about neutral, but then we'll scrap a bunch of ships. We won't be prepared at all for the next war, but we'll just be doing a lot of building. So let's see if we can get something to go on here. In fact, maybe I want to force the issue a little bit. Can we do invasions? Question, can we invade? Is this too far away? I believe so. Yeah, so 400. We're looking for French targets. Okay, that's too far away, which means that one's too far away. Yeah, okay. So I forgot that we've already done... Wait, no, this must have been already all ours. We didn't take any French stuff, did we? Okay, so we can't do any invasions. This is one thing I do think is a little bit unfortunate about the current situation. How, for example, is it possible for anybody to invade outside of the territory? Like, if the United States didn't own this, how would they ever have the ability? I guess you just eventually get tech much, much higher in invasion range, and it's quite low right now. 770 equals total is needed for total coverage. That sounds preposterous. Wow. Are you sure about that, Heartsedan? Or is that speculation? Which is also my speculation, by the way. But we'll look at... I think that on the next turn, it brings us that pop-up. Okay, studies of aircraft, giving us some performance data for the French dive bomber. Combat radius is pretty far. Actually, that's a good radius. 175. Okay, we have early AA directors. It's fantastic. I mean, technology is good. No technology is bad. Let's get upset about this. A new German... Oh, Messerschmitt Me-102. Faster than our fastest fighter. Well, that's not surprising. So let's see what happens here. We estimate that there are 13 submarines operating, which means that for crying out loud, we should not need 770. Heartsedan, I don't know if that's correct, but I would say that I'm highly suspicious it's not. Because us having 53 ships, giving us probably like 2 ASW, they're not like full on whatever. They're not great, amazing, but 770 just seems insane. Like, we would need hundreds upon hundreds of corvettes to plow for 13 submarines? I don't think so. Of course, it could be wrong. Maybe there's some reason, some mechanic. We're still learning the game, right? Welcome, Jonas. Kojanen. I'm not even going to try, but do my best. Here's that screen again, telling us that we're still losing a few merchant ships. So Heartsedan is saying 770 is 100% total coverage. There's zero chance for them to have a roll where they encounter nothing. Again, Heartsedan, can you just let me know if this is... I believe... Was this already, like... Was this in the manual or something? Basically, what's your source? Because it could make sense. It certainly could make sense, but it just seems crazy that 13 submarines would take... according to this, we would need 250 corvettes to stop 13 submarines. Okay, I mean, it's not... Well, it seems a little unbalanced. Okay, so let's keep pushing. Only the Navy can win this war. We really just need this war to end, too. We're not going to be able to gain anything from it. We could gain territory in the peace agreement, but basically, I don't think we have enough victory points to do that. So, very unlikely, I would say. Jonathan asks, what time period does your Kriegsmarine playthrough start on? It will be on the 1900 start, which I'm very happy about. We won't have to deal with these broken ships. And we're just waiting for it to end at this point. Okay, so finally a battle, although we've been losing most of these battles. 250 corvettes, perfectly... Yeah, well, we don't know if that's exactly true. Still waiting to see what's the source from this. Because it should say, I rest my cursor on it, it says, well, anyway. Let's see, this is a 4-inch Akashi, I guess. So the question is, do we want this thing to be scrapped or do we want it to be destroyed in combat? As a warrior, it, of course, wants to... Oh my god, did you see that? Very cool. They're deploying. So I'm gonna have to try to figure these out. Fighter. Something boat. Patrol boat. Is that what I have? What's PB? Anyways, it's cool to see. If nothing else, it's cool to see that something's happening. PB could be patrol boat, but I think it's referring to aircraft, actually. So I don't think it's... We can maybe check out here what it is. So the PBs are doing recon, as we expect. These are doing cap, which is not extremely necessary, considering, you know... What is the PB? Fly. Oh, wow. Okay, so they're over here. My god. That cannot be true. Where the hell are we? Is this us? No. I lost us. Maybe I can... Okay, good. We got ourselves back. We're nowhere near this in terms of truck and all those things launching. It's kind of silly that those are launching. There's no air bases that are nearly going to impact this. In fact, the only thing we have to worry about is them impacting us. Flying boat. Yeah, PB I think is flying boat. So let's see. Do we have a chance against this thing before we engage? No. 10 6-inch guns. Yeah, we could die in combat, but let's not risk it. Let's just get the hell out of here. Sail off into the sunset. Plus, we could be attacked by... Are they pursuing now? We could be attacked by aircraft if we're not careful. Some stuff is happening. Stuff is being repaired. Our Kawasaki Zero, I think, is a torpedo bomber. So are we gaining, losing? I think we're going to lose them. Eventually. Pursuit will go on for a long time, and then eventually, that's it. PB means patrol bomber. Welcome, Wolfpack. Everyone has submitted their own suggestions. Yeah, Phil Truscott said PB is the U.S. classification for patrol bomber. So as soon as we get away here, I think it should just clear up. It'll give us this, mission-ending statement saying that they're far enough away that we don't need to worry about it. There it is. Good. So I think that was a successful retreat. Tactical withdrawal. I'm still getting this no MCIA device open. I don't really understand why, but it's fine. So we have a lot of obsolete things. I'm not going to repair them because they're just going to be scrapped. And somebody did mention that I'm probably a little bit too hard on the cramped accommodations. Short range cramped accommodations could be good in the home sea zone. And that is true. I actually really haven't considered doing that. But that is true. It seems absolutely true. Now, question is, what are you, and are you terrible? Yes. Answer is, by default, yes. I almost surely can't defeat this thing. However, where's the nearest air base is what I wonder. Do I have one up here? Maybe not. Excuse me. I want to get this microphone a little bit closer. Alright, well, let's just go west. Don't think we want to engage. Kind of linger on the periphery. What are you? Oh, she's decided to engage. That's probably not a good sign. 5 6-inch guns. They're all center line. 3-inch belt. 5 6-inch guns versus 6 4-inch guns. 2-inch belt. We stand 0 chance. Let's hope that the planes come to save us. Oh, they hit us. She is closing, if I'm not mistaken. I think she's closing. Help us. Help us daytime. Oh, damn it. It's early morning. Okay. Oh, never mind. It's not. Local time. There it is. Local time is 6 o'clock. Good. We survived another one. These are mesmerizing engagements. Hello, Arjun. Welcome. Flying aircraft carriers. Yeah, this is possible. It does allow you to build airships, which is... I plan to experiment with that eventually, and the first thing that screams to me is, oh my gosh, we can probably mod this game. Rez asks, that's not a good Japanese CL, is it? This is almost as bad as they come. It's just bad in every way. It's old, it's got 4-inch guns, it's got this dual front gun configuration, which is in my opinion a huge waste of tonnage. The only thing going for it is that it's fast enough to run away. So it's probably a good raider. I probably should put them up on rating, but I know the obsolete ones, they basically don't rate as well. So we'll just wait. Okay. Oh my goodness. What are you doing, US? This is quite good. So notice now that we've started the war, everyone's guns free, really. They can design whatever they want. So the US is going with something which does not have too much anti-aircraft. 10 15-inch guns is scary. 36,000 tons. This is the Rhode Island class. You know, it's pretty good. I like it. Actually, this might have been one of theirs already in existence. If it says 1920, it was probably already in existence. They sank Sawakaze. Was that one of our good ones? We had 4 good ones. No, the good ones are the Nagatsuki. Okay. So hopefully those don't die. They're obsolete now, but we need to end this war. Let's start doing intelligence to try to steal people's technology. Seems to make sense to me. Oh boy. Angry Gamer has a message retracted. Didn't see what that was. I'm so disappointed. Okay, we need to end this war. If they give us an option, we're going to start putting pressure for the politicians to end it. Should we buy this plane? Float plane scout. Lower range, less speed. It has one thing going for it, one thing only. Okay, 2 things. Higher maneuverability and a little heavier heavy bomb. No. Okay, one of our... We probably could use auto-resolve if we want to lose these a little bit faster. Is it another one of these damn... I hate this class so much. Mind you, it has 46 mines. I'm actually a little surprised then that we haven't sunk more ships based on mines. That's a lot of mines. Alright, retreat path. This way. There's basically nothing that we can defeat, which is funny. Bum, 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 bum. Cue the whatever kind of music here. Gives me a chance to read chat. The U.S. had an aircraft carrier called the Akron in the 1930s. Interesting. Thanks for that tip, Kyle. Do you have an intelligence budget somewhere? Never mind, saw it 630. Yeah, this is just depending on how much I spend on the intelligence underneath each tension meter. What can be done with the doctrine button and rule the waves? This is just to dictate improving your crew. It's the same thing as in Rule the Waves, the original one where you can choose to train your crew for night fighting, for torpedo warfare, or, and probably the one you always want to choose, gunnery. This is an extended retreat. What sort of CLs are you thinking of designing? I don't know yet, actually. I just want to make sure that we're correctly interpreting that we should be retreating here. Yeah. I mean, it's just way better than us. No MCI device open. Not really sure what that means still, but you know, there's really nothing to stop us from designing it right now. What's going on? We could just start doing it right now. Like, this is already much better, but no, I don't want to do this. I'd rather have forward superimposed triples. No, no, triple. I want more torpedoes. And we have to really take into consideration, oh my god, I don't have quality 1 6-inch guns. Oh my god, why would you even... I hate you. I hate you, game. Don't even give me this option. So let's think about this. Deck may become more and more important. 2.5. We could do shielded turrets still. Take the conning tower down to 3. The bridge will live and die with the rest of the crew and the belt and all that. Probably need to increase this substantially. Jeez. So 8,400 will do it. We haven't really figured out what we want to do here as far as mines and all that. I'm going to leave those blank for now. Because I believe what I prefer to do... Wait, we can't put directors... What? Smaller than 8,000. Okay, no, don't. 8,000, we can do this. Probably we don't need... Oh, thank you. Somebody mentioned this is lopsided. You're right. At least it can go 27 knots is Uvox's contribution. Yeah, about the other light cruiser. It's true. That's the one redeeming quality. I think... Okay, first of all, what am I doing? We can't do shielded gun mounts. Notice that the difference does not change by a lot. We can't do shielded gun mounts on these. I think I'm going to go with... I still like this. Not sure. Maybe one less knot. Ooh, wow, that's very expensive. Speed is very, very expensive. Probably a little too expensive. I don't know. Maybe it's actually accurate. I like this. I like what we're doing so far. All or nothing. Good. No need for torpedo defense. We're at 8,000. We have some weight left over. We have our 3 turrets. We can get a little bit of extra torpedo, which is probably becoming less and less important, actually, now that I think about it. If we engage, it will be important. I mean... So this is what I still miss. I still miss the fact that I want to make, for example, I want to make a really good... This is going to be a combat light cruiser, but I want to make a CLAA. I want to make something like the Atlanta class. Just really can't do that, unfortunately, because the game's limitations as far as not allowing you to choose where your ships are going or, you know, what they're doing. I don't think we're going to ever be doing the magazine box. I don't really know what the benefit of doing the inclined belt is. Can you make a Kitakami of sorts? Torpedo spam. That's an interesting suggestion. We can, first of all. Of course, we can just do it. Put, like, what did the Kitakami have on it? How many guns? Didn't it have guns up center line, single turrets, maybe? I can't remember. I think it had maybe like 4 center line single turrets or something like that. It was obviously mostly about torpedoes. Inclined belt gives 0% armor bonus. That's not encouraging. Why would I do it then? 4 by 5.5 inch guns, says Eluda, and 10 by 4 torpedo tubes. That's a lot of torpedoes. Well, since we are the Japanese, eventually we can do that because we'll be far enough advanced in torpedo technology. We'll want to do it. I think for now, let's just make a really, really good light cruiser and start building a ton of them. I have a little bit of room for advanced director whenever we have it, which we currently don't. It does have 3-inch dual-purpose guns, plenty of 3-inch dual-purpose guns. You can even see them. How nice is this, that they stack up on the superstructure now. I really like that. That's very cool. Otherwise, I think this has everything we need. Uvox says it's 10%. Thank you. 0% just didn't seem worth it for some reason. This is a very heavily armored light cruiser. I mean, look, we're at the maximum. Secondary guns not developed for ships smaller than... Oh, yeah, director. That's right. What about director for the double A though? Is that... I didn't see actually when I clicked on it. Does anybody remember? Was that just... Did that just mean a general... I think it meant probably just a general increase to light and AA effectiveness. And if that's the case, that's good. So we'll just get, the rest of these positions filled up with light AA. Not that we're really intending to use it yet, but this is a pretty solid light cruiser. AA directors are good. You can have up to 4. Where are the AA directors? Is it something that I manipulate here? I am blind. Yes, AA directors are right here. They're a bit expensive. I don't think with 10 light anti-aircraft guns we're going to be using them, but we have them. We have them for when we want. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, Angry Gamer also said below medium AA. Thank you. I always thought it was light, medium, and heavy. But what is heavy then? Where do you get heavy? I've seen heavy AA. Is heavy AA considered the dual purpose guns? Probably, but anyway, so let's just save this, the Notori, and let's build a bunch of them. Oh yeah, first we need to do our design study. I really like that side of the game. I really do. Okay, so now we just need to end this war. Please God, end this war. Keep going. Oh, the Shikishimas is available now. Woo! Okay, you know what? The Navy can fight on if needed. Damn it. I didn't want to take the 1 prestige hit, but I probably should have. Okay, wow. Wow. Okay, that's a lot of breakthroughs. Large aircraft carrier. What? It's amazing. All right. Who's gonna get the baton passed to them? Somebody's gonna be converted. Mitsubishi Company has developed a float plane scout as a private venture. Is it good? Same speed, less cruise, way less range, better maneuverability, just worse in every way, so we will not build this. Okay, let's fight this battle. So I think that, by the way, does not mean we can build a fleet CV from scratch. It just means we can convert from battle cruiser or battleship to CV. So we'll have to do that. Wow. What kind of torpedoes do we have? We have... This thing is just the worst. You're just the worst. You are the worst. We have 1 torpedo. Okay, well, what we're going to do is anticipate that they are turning... we're just going to run away. We're dead. I would like to use torpedoes, but hey, with 1 torpedo, it's not going to happen. Convert a BC. That's exactly what I'm thinking to do, Lycogeman. Uvox says, no, you can purpose build now. That's complete. So I believe you, actually. It makes sense that when they say you can purpose build it, you can purpose build it. In which case, we're going to purpose build them. We're going to go crazy. This is awesome. I'm really excited. I'm suddenly so excited. Just when I was going to build a whole bunch of these light cruisers, maybe we'll hold off on that. But the thing I was told, I think Frederick on the forum said that you have to do that. You have to do the conversion. Let's do the test, because this could be the entire stream right here. I don't care what we do. If we're sitting here and just mucking around with aircraft carrier numbers, I will do this all day. So your first one apparently has to have, yeah, that's right, 8x8. But that's the only thing wrong with it? Okay. So aft, forward, wing, and we need starboard wing. Stern wing. Starboard midship wing, I guess. G. No, we want the starboard wing here. Double. Okay, here she goes. This is the first one. After we do this first one, it's called the Akagi. This is awesome. Wow, 30 knots is damn fast. I don't know what's the minimum on these. 24. Okay, just wanted to find out. What's the other thing? Okay, yeah, it's too much. Okay, that's fine. So let's get, I think 30 knots is still fine. We don't need the belt. Really what I want most is torpedo defense. So that's going to be a big deal. Take the belt down to 3 even. Deck 2. Conning tower 3, I'd say. Turrets. Turret tops 2.5. These are 8-inch guns with increased elevation. This is fine for me. Let me add another starboard whatever. Okay, so this one is cheaper than this one. Will it let me do this? It shouldn't. I mean, it doesn't look right. It does. Perfect. So we saved a little bit of weight. 234, I guess, versus 220. We saved 14 tons. So this is actually wonderful. We can build it. I thought that I was reading this on the forums that you can't do this, but apparently you can. Chat scrolls so fast. Useful suggestions are getting lost. That's right. I have a scroll wheel. It said purpose built. Yes, I got that. Akagi for the win. All we have is one torpedo with a busted torpedo. Yeah, sorry for my ignorance. Blah, blah, blah. Good. So I caught up very quickly. Fantastic. We're going to build this. I'm so excited. Okay, so what do we want to do? No torpedoes. Damn it. Absolutely not. Going to take light AA down for nothing. We will absolutely be using light AA and AA directors without a question. Absolutely. We want secondaries absolutely with dual purpose. I think we can get directors on these. As many as we can go. So let's just crank this thing up. We want this to be... Yeah, we want 24 of them. You know what? Damn it. And we'll take 3 double... This is not going to die to aircraft. Probably this is overkill. But hell, it's going to be one hell of an aircraft. 1,500 for airplanes is not a lot. So we'll just, do the sensible thing and keep increasing the tonnage. That's a problem. Good thing we are paying attention. Sorry, my friends. Sorry. We'll go down to 3-inch dual purpose. Maybe still 4-inch. We'll see what we have available. We'll take the rounds per gun down a bit. And this has to drop down to 24,000. Whoops. If you want DP primaries, you need to have them be gun shielded single turrets. Now, I won't be able to do that hard sedan because we need the first one to be 8-inch guns. Everything is technically okay. Holy cow. With 0 aircraft, mind you. I don't know how this is even an aircraft. It already has 50 on it. Oh my gosh. I was thinking we had to add aircraft. And aircraft are expensive, mind you. Like, let's just look at this. One is like 150 or so. I was thinking we had 0. We have 50 already in this. This is insane. I mean, this is wonderful. You know what this means? We can get flight deck armor. It is very, 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 very expensive. Very expensive. Now, I don't understand something. Let's figure this out. Don't sail it near midway. That's right. If I wanted to add flight deck armor, is that on top of my current deck armor? Hangar side armor is not as expensive, but also we probably can't do any of this. Just lose the deck armor, says someone. So let's figure this out. Damages the flight deck. But so the flight deck armor, I don't understand what the difference is between deck. Is this underneath the flight deck then? Is this specifically underneath the flight deck? Does that mean that flight deck armor is both deck armor and flight deck armor? Whereas deck is just deck and not flight deck? Satan says, no, Tortuga, deck and hangar deck are completely separate. Yes, deck protects machinery, but plus mags, but not hangar. Oh, right. Right. Okay, this is starting to make sense. We do want the hangar to be protected. Yeah, don't forget this. We won't forget that. It's true. It actually lined it up for us already. I'm completely happy with the design that they made. It looks fine to me. So where do we want to skimp on stuff? So that maybe... I think I'd rather this thing be survive. Oh, this is the wonderful decision. This is so fun. We get to think about whether we want flight deck armor and hangar side armor, or probably not, by the way, for the first aircraft carrier. You know what? Of course, we don't. I'm thinking in my head now, of course we don't. Because this thing is, it will eventually probably go up against other aircraft carriers, but this is the first aircraft carrier for us and maybe in the world. So therefore, we are not anticipating it going up against many aircrafts. We don't actually need this as much. Which means that we have still a lot of tonnage, 240, which we want to populate with light aircraft, anti-aircraft as well. So let's first of all get some AA directors. I think 2 is good. Oh my god, they are... Oh, okay, that's not bad. I'm interested. Does anybody have any advice on how many AA directors you should or should not use? On the speed, 2 knots maybe. We could drop it 1, which would give us a very big difference. So this would allow us to get 0.5. Can you even do 0.5? You can, which doesn't make sense to me. I won't even do 0.5. I'd rather just get more aircraft, which is more cap. Which is our defense will be our cap. So we'll go with 54, which is a nice round number. I do want more dual purpose. We're fine to actually drop this down to 52 so I can get more dual purpose and then more light guns. We'll go up to 3 AA directors. You may want to skimp on those useless main batteries. I would if I could, Hearts of Din, but the minimum I'm allowed to use is 8 by 8 inch guns. Could drop the planes down to 45. Well, that would be... Yeah, 4 is max bonus, and Uvox says get 4. But my question is it good to use this many? Should you actually be going with all 4? Or... Okay, so for example, with fire control positions, for people who don't know, they're just redundancy. They're purely redundancy. 2 does not give you any more bonus than 1. However, if one of your fire control positions is knocked out, I believe, this is what I've been led to believe, which could be just showing that my knowledge of Rule Waves 1 was wrong the whole time. But this is really exciting, though. Yeah, light AA causes disruption, and medium kills more often. That's right. So this is basically just don't hit me. And this is going to be you're dead. Also disruptive, obviously, but... I think we'll just go with anti-aircraft. Torpedo protection is maxed. All right, good. We have quotes. AA directors will considerably increase the effectiveness of heavy and medium AA fire. More AA directors will improve AA fire up to a maximum 4. Okay. So we want to increase this, is what I'm hearing, more than we want to increase this, the light, if we're going for 4 AA directors. That's my interpretation of that, what we just heard. Now we still have 200 tons available. Might as well get some extra rounds, which I'm not sure. It might matriculate to the secondary guns. Do secondary guns use ammunition when they're firing at aircraft? I don't. These are all good questions. I don't know. We'll probably just get one more aircraft. We can. Okay, so I'm going to stop here for the moment. Let anybody look at this design, which I believe is going to be the final. 53 aircraft. What am I thinking? 23 fighters and probably 18 torpedo planes, 12 dive bombers, something like that. Enable cross-deck fire, says Blue Wasps. Okay, that's interesting. This will cost us some money. And only 2 of them are going to fire across the deck. It's very strange. So if I put one here, what does it do? Oh god, yeah. It does not work. Yeah, so this makes absolutely 0 sense to me. It just makes 0 sense to me that this gun can't fire across, but this one can. This one cannot, and this one can. Just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I don't know. I just don't know if it's even worth it. Well, we're going to have to... This thing is not supposed to get into fights anyways. By the way, I don't understand why, as well, it couldn't just fire its guns forward. I don't fully understand, but... So cross-deck fire is so cheap, we will keep it. Yeah, it's so cheap. We're maxed there. We're looking good. I think this is fine. Take our ammunition down to 105. I think this is fine. This should be enough. Might even be enough to get us to Advanced Director. Not that we really need it, but we're in good shape. We have a lot of really heavy AA. And we have a lot of light AA guns as well, with plenty of AA directors. We do not have an aircraft catapult, but I don't even think we have those. Do we? We have them. Oh. Apparently I researched them at some point. Oh yeah, I remember that. This will what? Speed up the time it takes to launch? Hudson says they can't fire forward in that case because presumably the AA crews will be splattered by the muzzle. Yeah, okay, so obviously this is one thing that... something I didn't know for a long time is you have to really consider a muzzle blast. It's the same reason why when people are using like RPGs, there's a back blast and all that. It's kind of the same thing, but in the opposite direction, forward with the guns. A lot of muzzle blasts is huge shockwave and kill people. Not researched, but CV catapults are like a 1936 style. I think we have it though. Okay, we're not allowed to put it there, but... Ah, yeah. Okay, well, let's just get two of them. No. Yeah, starboard forward. I mean, yes. Catapults allow you to launch without turning into the wind. Ah, Satan, thank you. I would have expected... Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. So I can actually... Yeah, Japan didn't use catapults. The US didn't use catapults at first either. Nobody was using catapults. We're just, like, way ahead of time. I don't know how we got them in 1926, but we do have them, so we could use them. The question is, should I? Missile launchers for future use. Well, yeah, that's way... We have a ways to go still. Allows you to launch some aircraft without changing course into the wind. Yep, it's the same thing. Very good. Strikes will need you. So I don't know. Maybe it is useful for me to add these then. The question is, what do I need to get rid of to make it work though? And you know what? I can get rid of just conning tower armor. Down to 2.5. This down to 1. Oh, perfect! It's perfect. Whenever I hit 0, it's like the sign. It's like when the clouds part on a rainy day and the sun comes out. Adia says those 8-inch guns are making me twitch. I wish I could get rid of them, but we can't. So this is really not a bad design. And you know what? Frankly, with the 8-inch guns and being able to launch with the catapults, this thing could actually be somewhat combat effective even in range. Paulo Abib says you will never use those 8 inches. I know, but okay, so let me just show you what happens if I do to 7-inch guns. Oh, wait. Okay, so building nation is not... Okay, thank you. We can get that back now. We do not have catapults, apparently. Let's just all read this together. Error. The design board will not authorize such a large ship without at least 8 by 8-inch guns. So that's the reason why I keep sticking those on here. But without the catapult, we do have a little bit of extra weight. We can kind of go back to what we were doing before, which I guess is more conning tower. Not that I really care. We're maxed out here. I might even want to drop this down and go with more light AA. Does that end up being worse, though? Yeah, I think that ends up being worse in terms of tonnage. I want less tonnage available. So this is good. So I guess that we'll add that ammo back and we're good. Because we're back to this. This is the Akagi. This is good. We're good, and this is what she will look like. This is not what she will look like. If a ship got cross-tech fire, secondary guns above 3 inches must be in casemates. Okay. Well, we're not using cross-tech fire. Very sad. I guess we go more ammunition, more extra weight, more conning tower. Sure. Yeah, I think they mean lower the main turret armor. Oh, main turret, but the turret armor is already at 3. This is the same as my belt. It's extremely low. For 8-inch guns, this is extremely low on armor. But I think this is actually a good ship. Let's just leave it as is. I don't know if we'll need this much ammunition, but one of the big questions I'm asking is, so this weight does not change based on the ammunition, but I've been told that this rounds per gun affects the ammunition in the secondaries. I'd have to use casemate for the secondaries unless if this is cross-deck fire. People are actually suggesting maybe I should use casemates for this. No. No, I don't want to use casemates. Okay, so we'll just save this. Too many secondary guns for this type. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Where's the limit? Let's find out what the limit is first. Okay, it's 16. I can deal with 16. We can go tertiaries. You know what? We could arm... Nah, 4-inch guns, they don't need it. Okay, so we can get 16 4-inch guns, 8 3-inch guns. Can we put these in duels and doubles? No. Okay, just wanted to check. Okay, so this looks good to me. Yaquan Song says get rid of ammo and armor and increase speed. It's really not a bad suggestion. Probably the 1 knot is worth it more than... But it's going to take a lot for us to do. So I'm just going to have to leave it. We've made our bed, let's lie in it. Wow, I guess this goes up to 115. We're never going to use this ammo, unfortunately, but AA position's already used, so we don't have anything else we can do with it. So every 2 of these, going from 8 to 10, takes away 3 light positions. I think that's still fine, though. Okay. Because these directors are going to be more useful with this. And now we're down to 14. I like it. It's done. All right. It's done. It's done. We spent, 20 minutes designing that? But it was worth it. Double gun mounts on DDs. Fantastic. Enemy... What the Okay, don't worry, guys. It had cramped accommodations. Don't need to worry about it. Which one was this? I don't even know. Oh yeah, it's been such a long time since I've seen you. Didn't we get some upgrade to this? Like, look there's 135 weight available. What the hell? I didn't design it this way. This has about the same armor as that aircraft carrier. Well, we can get... So this would be useful to get AA directors on. So we can get 4. I still like that. As 80 tons available now. So that was good. We did take up some of the space. We can probably just drop it down 1. Okay, good. So... Bring the ammunition up a little bit. 150. I still kind of like this design, honestly. I think it's quite good. Oh, shoot. Get to drop that down as well. Oh, yeah, right, because we went down by... Okay, so we can go down to 78, but not without taking a hit here, but we don't have the actual weight to do it, so we won't. I still like this. I think I still like this. The only reason why we would go up to this, actually... With this tonnage remaining, we can actually increase our tubes. And that is very nice. It's quite nice. Okay, that's actually pretty nice. Last stream you unlocked dual-purpose primary weapons for DDs. Yes, very good point, Viking. That's an excellent point. So let's save this design, throw it back into the grinder. I mean, we saved like a lot of tonnage. I don't know what was the weight savings technology we researched from when this thing was first designed and now. Or maybe anytime you redesign it, you just automatically find more tonnage. That's pretty cool. But we will wait a little bit longer. Our balance is not high, but... Oh, cool. Oh, not that interesting, actually. So this is the intelligence stuff, by the way. Hey! It's kind of like a Nelson, but not quite. It's like a backwards turret here. The Australia. Huh. 42,000. Isn't that exactly what Nelson was? Okay, another fighter. Somebody look up the tonnage of Nelson. Wasn't the Nelson and the Rodney, weren't they like 42, 43,000? Maybe I'm wrong. So this one is faster. Longer range is up here. More maneuverable, which I like. And this has poor reliability, so yes, we'll take it. Okay, let's go to the build screen. Let's rework the design, but this basically just asks ourselves one last time if we want to change anything. I don't think so. I think this is actually quite right. So let's build it. Let's build her. We will build her. We will make her better. Did I design this? Because it's terrible. No, this is not bad. You're right. This is still pretty good. I didn't put any mines on this. Damn it, anyhow. Stupid Tortuga. What is it called? I don't know the name. Notori. Okay, open the Notori. So we have mines here. We can... There. Why didn't I think of that earlier? Oh no, it takes up space. Okay, we'll get 18. Can we get 20? Yes. 22? Nope. Okay, so the 2 we can get. That's fine. The mines are going to be very useful. Considering this is not supposed to be a fleet escort ship, I'm not intending it for it to need this stuff. Or we could go down to... I think this is fine. This is fine. Viking, by the way, says... What? No, John Brarely says, nope, 34,000. But Rory said 41,000 tons full. Interesting. Nelson, 42,000 tons, says Uvox. What the heck? Everyone's giving it. Okay, displacement was perfect, Uvox. Says 34,000 long tons. Versus... And that means 35,000 tons. Or 42,000 tons fully loaded. Thank you, Uvox. Perfect. Long tons, by the way, I think that's the British ton. It's slightly more than the American ton. I looked up tons at one point. By the way, and neither of those tons are equal to the metric ton. just to make everything really interesting. Very confusing life. But I think the American short, quote-unquote, short ton, also known as, like, explicitly, if you want to distinguish, there's the metric ton, the short ton, and the long ton. I think most statistics are given in the short ton. The one that's used just, quote-unquote, as ton in the Americas, or at least in the United States. But obviously something like the Nelson would have been built according to, quote-unquote, long tons because she's British. So I don't see any complaints with this. I think that our improvements are going to be helpful overall. Yes, we'll overwrite it. Oh, God, it's going to take another 2 months. Which one is closer to the effing ton? Interesting. All right, so another 2 months. We're still waiting for this war to end. Please end war. We're barely ahead. I misread that last pop-up, and I thought it said laser-guided torpedoes. Okay, there it is. There's the Richelieu, right? The Richelieu had 3 turrets like this. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, absolutely. New British fighter called Bolton Paul Beaufort. It's faster than our fighter. Well, I'm sad. It's disappointing to hear that. Okay, let's go to the build screen for once. Let's get a bunch of them. They're glorious. Glory to Alstoska. Oh, okay, this is also ready. Let's rework the design and see if it comes up with anything. Nope, we're still at 14 tons, which obviously we will put into mines. We won't. Yeah, I guess that she's just ready to be built as well. So let's get 2? Question mark? I think so. Richie had 2x4 guns. Okay, thank you. Sorry. I know it had that forward gun position. I think the Richelieu only had those 2 forward guns then. I thought, yeah, you're right. It was not. I'm closing my eyes and trying to visualize, but I can't remember. Anyways, let's get at least one Akagi, but the question is it worth it to get two? We're going to be able to build the carriers without the 8-inch guns as soon as we get one, right? However, we're investing in this class. Viking says CVs must come in triplets. Wolf Canada says build 4. Yeah, I mean, the reason why I'm skeptical to build more than 2, let's just start off by building 2, because that's pretty much all our budget can afford anyway right now. But most importantly, I just want to think about getting a better aircraft carrier as in the future. So again, this is rule the waves. Truly rule the waves in the sense that the whole theme of the original, and it still kind of translates in this one, is the moment you lay down a ship, by the time it's finished, it's already obsolete. Which makes for some really interesting design. There's no optimum design point. So Lyndon says you named it the Akagi, you got to make it 2. Yeah, well, we made it 2, so. Improved airship diesel engines. Let's get to this research. What in God's name? No. You're going to low. We're not interested. We're not buying it. What are we doing as far as naval guns go? We have 17 quality -1. It looks like our next thing has got it. We really need quality 1 6-inch guns. Oh, man, I just cannot wait for the start from 1900s. It's going to be so awesome. So, let's keep going. We lost 20 victory points. We're slowly creeping up here. Only the Navy can win this war. Unexpected problems have delayed the development of our new fighter. That's unfortunate. And you know, we haven't even asked for a new fighter lately. Let's ask for a dive bomber. Can we ask for one? Because I don't think we have a dive bomber yet. For the dive bomber, first thing is range. Second is reliability. Cannot be the second one? Okay, reliability and range then, in our usual format. The roll, man, okay, well, medium bombers are now known at least. Let's do this. We probably don't need reliability that much. I'm trying to think in my head. For land-based aircraft, we don't really care about reliability. They will be rebuilt, and we'll just let it go. Viking says we've got CLs and CVs, now we need DDs. That's right. Harsden says, has anyone ever put a 2-inch gun on the boat? I have, but I don't really think it's a good idea. Oh, it's 25 points in that one. Damn it. Bring this war... Politicians, damn it, bring this war to a close. I can't refit anything, I can't scrap anything until you do. Oh, woe is me. Actually, our destroyers are now going to have dual 4-inch dual-purpose guns. Amazing. Damn it. Well, or maybe. Satsutsa. What were you? Are you something I care about? Thank God you don't lose victory points for getting ship sunk. Oh my God, it's a mess in here. Mikasa torpedoed. Hyzen sunk in a battle. Oh, we did actually lose one in a battle. Mind. Oh, it was a Toya. No! That was a good one! F you, game. Damn it, anyhow. We really got to rethink everything. I need minesweepers. Oh, good. Our new fighter, it seems to be able to take a lot of punishment. Very good. Okay, look, we need to get some minesweepers out here as well. And I believe this is going to go down to 2 different destroyers. Now, this is where, again, I'm still a little... I would really like the game to allow you to specify rules for ships. Now, we're going to be able to specify a role for the ships, kind of. I want this to be 300. This is going to be 500 tons, I believe. It's going to be slow, like 20 knots. We're going to clear the mounts. We'll get some in a moment, but let's clear this. Let's take this down to probably 4-inch guns will be okay. Dual purpose. Yes. But I don't know if we'll actually use this. We'll just put one single forward firing, well, dual turret. Sure, why not? Just be very awkward. Need torpedoes, so let's get 2 centerline mounts. And the most important thing this is going to be is it's going to be an anti-whatever submarine patrol. Something like that. 4K guns, DC storage. What are we at weight-wise? My god, we're actually doing okay. Viking Hag says, just for the whatever, can we get dual 2-inch tertiaries? I don't do anything just for that reason. ADS says a 3 and 4-inch tech gun, tech pop-up showed the 40mm pom-pom picture. Yeah. 2-inch equals 1mm might be a good AA gun. That's a good point. We might be able to do it for our secondaries, because they are quality 1. No, they're not allowed to be dual purpose. Okay, so I guess 2-inch guns are not allowed to be dual purpose. What was I going with this? I was going to minesweeping gear, though. Ah, 4K guns needs that many. Well, how many do we need for this? All okay. Okay, tell me this is amazing. This is amazing. This is really awesome. I think this is actually what we want. It's all okay. So we have one dual purpose gun. Mainly this is supposed to be anti-submarine. Obviously this is pretty much exclusively supposed to be anti-submarine. 2K guns. We have the increased DC depth charges. We have minesweeping gear, so it can actually do that as well. It's got a really nice dual purpose, both ASW and anti-mine. So yeah, people are commenting the speed is a bit low, but that's irrelevant. That is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. It's not intended to be something which is fast. This is just supposed to be convoy patrol. This is essentially, honest to goodness, this is a Corvette. But it's a Corvette that we got to keep when the game, in between wars. Just a reminder, below 600 tons, Corvettes are scrapped in between wars. You can only, below 600 tons are considered commandeered fishing boats, basically. But I really like this design. Does anybody have any input on this one? I guess the devs never saw the 57mm AA, and that's a good question. Avino said, just joined the stream, what's he doing? Building a destroyer? Avino, I have built a light cruiser, and I have built a fully fledged, from scratch, carrier. Full carrier. Full fleet carrier, which is awesome. Looks good. So this is basically going to be my low maintenance. I think it should be low maintenance. What's the maintenance going to be? Doesn't say. Well, let's save it, and we'll look at the design. We'll revisit the design in 1 month. So we'll come back to that basically. But isn't mixing anti-mine and anti-sub equipment decreasing the efficiency of both? Good point, Magnus. Yes, but unfortunately the way the game, it doesn't really let me specify roles for things. So I guess that they just do both at the same time in a weird way. So I kind of wish it was something like you would actually say, I would like it to be separated so that I do this, I right click, and this is trade protection. Then I do this, and this is, something else. Hold on 1 second. Man, damn it, I did it again. My lovely wife has just brought me a soda. That was so nice of her. Delicious. So now we have to... Why does this happen, I wonder? Really got to stop pausing this way. So, ASW of 5 on some of these, but they're already trade protection. So I really want to know what the trade protection of this is. Chainsaw asking the important questions. What kind of soda? This is Pepsi. You should drop the anti-sub if you want it to be anti-mine, says Rory. Yep, exactly. A lot of people saying the same thing. I agree, by the way. But the thing is, I don't know how minesweeping works. Actually, this is a good question if anybody knows. I don't know how minesweeping works, so what I'm going to do is just put them all on trade protection and hope that they both sweep for mines, which they did in the original game. In the original game, you would put them on Coastal Patrol, ASW, and your minesweepers would sweep mines as well. So I don't know if... Yeah, Harston says Pepsi's not okay. Linda says, please stop flexing in front of us. Single. No lifeies. Tortuga wife. Intriguing. Yeah. I've revealed too much. Hit the next turn quickly. No, nobody heard this. All right, so do we want to... Oh, we get to select one of them. Oh, this is our medium bombers. Oh, good. 1,500 versus 1,600. I don't find a big difference there. Toughness. Range goes to the top. Okay, so let's look at this. Maneuverability is this one, which has the worst range, and I do value range more than anything. I think that medium bombers is what we're going to put on all our land bases. I think I like this middle one. Oh, no. What am I doing? The middle one, no. Bad. Bad, Tortuga. Bad. High range. Low toughness, lower maneuverability. So this is kind of like the worst. This is a tough decision. You are all fools. It's Dr. Pepper that's king, says Rez. Pepsi's better than Coke. I'm actually I really don't prefer one more than the other too much. Sometimes I like Pepsi, sometimes I like Coke. Does that make me a bad person? I don't know, but it kind of makes sense to me that if you like one, you probably kind of like the other. They're more or less the same thing. I blasphemed. That probably was too much. Anyway, let's see. I think that we won't go with the top one because the bomb load is a little bit less. And in which case we have to go with the bottom one. That's right. It's the top one or the bottom one. And people are saying the bottom one. I feel supported. It doesn't have exactly the most range, but... which could be a big deal. But... yeah. We'll go with it. Okay, let's go to rework. Has there been anything that happened in the meantime? Still 7. We can actually get mines on here. How is that possible? It really does it all, guys. It really does it all. It does everything. It's okay. This is actually exactly what I would describe this ship as. It's not amazing. It's not terrible. It's okay. Actually, I really wish I could... it doesn't have any roll, so I'm not going to change it, but I really wish I could have moved this up from R to something else, but it's fine. So, yeah, we'll save this, and yeah, that's fine. Redo it. We'll take it. The fact that you think that this carrier idea is going to take off is why the Naval Board thinks you are a bad person. Uvok says, Coke tastes different in every country. That's interesting. I know every now and then I get those Mexican sodas out of the glass bottle. Really the epitome of luxury. Study of enemy tactics and ships have helped our research in light forces and torpedo warfare. Oh, we need that? Okay. And we got from it reloads for above water. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that was possible. Of course, should be, but that's amazing. Oh, wow. Fantastic. We have arrestor cables now. Lowers risk of landing accidents. Fantastic. Quality 1 12-inch guns. Everything's going our way. And our minesweeper has detected and swept an enemy minefield, which has been sinking all my ships. The only thing the only thing bad about this whole turn, because everything was going so well, is that our Chiyoda has intercepted a French raider, and that probably means she's going to die. But, you know, we have to take the good with the bad. RNGesus giveth, RNGesus taketh away. And, you know, it doesn't mean that we have to die. We can always run away. But the fact that it's a raider means that it's better than whatever we are, so we're going to run away. I don't buy it. You're not a destroyer. Get away from me. Go. Shoo. Leave me alone. Viking asks, Tortuga next DD as a gunboat with dual purposes? Yeah, I want to do that still. I want to build like a Fletcher type, you know, it's about time, right? Gotta get a Fletcher. Ship class Junker. Uvok says Pepsi's more consistent. Oh. Light battlecruiser CV escorts. Oh, that's a great idea, Aluda. I'm like this is what's so fun, is you got to think about all these possibilities. Let's verify, by the way. Oh. Let's verify, by the way, that was something we should have avoided. Yeah, it was. 4 submerged torpedo tubes, and 30 mines. So this is what's causing us problems, unfortunately. Can the politicians please discuss plans to end this war, which is not going anywhere? Luda says, basically every IGN gun had an AA shrapnel shell, but yet they never, I don't think they ever used them. They technically had like 14-inch whatever AA guns, which is insane. I mean, AA shells. They were able to load these shells, but they would have been useless anyway. They wouldn't have done anything. I mean, yeah, they would have done something if they hit, but impossible for them to hit. You would just set up a flak wall with them, I guess, but I think they also would be bad to use them because the time to switch back to the other guns would be quite a long time. Okay, so we'll rework the design because I will build it, but I just want to make sure everything's fine. Nobody's complained about it. I haven't seen any comments, so we're just going to go ahead and build it. And this, we want a ton of these. I really mean it. Well, I mean, they're 500 tons a piece, so we're building a ton of them in one sense by building even one, but you know what I mean. We're going to build a lot. They also wrecked the barrels, if I recall correctly, says Muppet Lord. Interesting. Can we please end this war? This spy of ours, something distinctly non-Japanese about him. Can't put my finger on it. But he's doing God's work, man. He's really... Yeah, he's obviously a British person who's just a double agent or something, because all he does is report on what the British are... Damn it. What the British are doing. Improve hydrophones. That's actually very useful. Mitsubishi developed a flying boat. As a private... Yes. Give us... Let's have a look-see. Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's better in, like, every way. It has been a while, so we probably should develop a flying boats next. Our medium bomber is ready for operational service. Okay, good. Wait, no. Oh, support for our cause. Good, yes, fantastic. Can the war end for the love of all that is good in this world? We're going to have these carriers. By the way, I have 2 carriers now. They are not operating together. Let's change that. I'm going to send them to Southeast Asia, and they're going to start raiding. You know what? Damn it all, we're going to start raiding with our carriers. I don't know how it'll work. Don't ask me, but we're going to start raiding with these guys. And you know what? We'll take a few of you down to Southeast Asia. We're going to take matters into our own hands. You know, the war is not obviously going well by itself. Let's start doing something about that. 11-inch quality 1 guns. This is very good. What's our research at, by the way? 12%? Yeah, good. Okay, so this is good. We're going to start... I think we're going to win this thing. I think you stole an English spy and repurposed him. Yeah, exactly. I guess if it was a Japanese person in, you know, the Congress or whatever, I mean the Parliament in England, it probably would be a little bit more suspicious, a little bit less believable. So we've done well. This, by the way, budget, very, very, very bad. In fact, in some ways I should like that we're at war because it gives me the added budget to be able to afford all these ships. But as soon as we can, we're going to get rid of a lot of these things. Let's take a look at my research again. We're doing well here. Aircraft catapult is good. Yeah, wait. Aircraft catapult. What? It says we have it. Huh. I don't really understand. Anyway, let's go through the rest. Let's actually put a high ASW because we're getting slaughtered out there. Weight savings. Let's go to medium on this. I'm gonna go. Hull construction's already at 15. I'm gonna go to low on this. It's just usually 1% weight savings, so it might mean catapult for non-CVs. Yeah, maybe. That's true. But we saw the option to use them on carriers, so. I don't remember, but it doesn't matter anyway because we need to build the first ones. So what was the tonnage of like the Yorktown? So the Midway must have been pretty big, but even like, I mean, the Midway was huge. She was certainly over 24,000 tons, right? I could look it up. I have a second monitor, but I prefer to pester you guys in chat. Give you something to do over there. Aluda says, thanks for non-CV ships. Yeah. Well... You need escorts. I just really... Okay, this is... I'm going to keep screaming this until I lose my voice. This really needs task force. This screen here needs to have task forces. It needs it. It absolutely needs it. I can't stress this enough, that you need a way to have ships working together. It obviously makes sense even for... like, think about it. In the 1900s, Britain, when they were arranging their fleets, had, like, the Mediterranean fleet. They had this fleet. They had that fleet. Then they also separately had different light cruisers that went around and did protection. But coming, I think even more importantly, in World War II, you saw that definitely ships were really role-built. Or role-designated, if nothing else. But, I mean, obviously what jumps to mind the most is the CLAAs, like the Atlanta class. Anyways, 40k plus tons for the Midway, depending on era. 25k for the Yorktown. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Yokwan. Ranger was 14,800. Is Ranger, she's considered a full... Yeah, she's considered a fleet carrier. Bit on the light side, but... What was, like, the light carriers that the U.S. had? Like the Langley? Can't remember any of the other ones. I could actually... No, okay, I can... Independence. Okay, they're coming to me. Yeah, so we just need this war to end still. Okay. Captain of reports that unsanitary living conditions aboard. I hate the fact that you are alive. Okay. Kuma, please be one of my better... It is! We can fight! It's a battle we can fight. Okay, we have 6 6-inch guns. They're all along the main. We have 14 3... Oh, this is perfect. It's a battle we can actually fight. Plus, we're... Okay, probably still... Okay, nighttime. It's going to be nighttime soon. Let's get into it. Let's do this. Let's do this. Get over here. An armored cruiser. You got to be kidding me. Wait for the identification. Oh, it's Trude. Pause. Let's see what that means. Captain, it is a Trude class. 2-6. Give me this ship. Oh man, give it to me. Viking says, any chance that you'll build a heavy cruiser of sorts? I'd love to see a Japanese Grafspee. Hearthstone, it's a battle you can fight. Then you get to first salvo magazine flash fire and explode. Yeah, it could happen, but I think we're going to be okay. Oh boy, that might be why. What is that? Oh, we're landing hits. Oh, we're landing hits. 4 6-inch shells in quick succession. Another 2. I don't want to change course. Oh my gosh, we really blasted her on that one. Oh man, we're just really doing some work. Keep it up. Maintain course, heading. She's down. Launch torpedoes. Range 4,500. Prepare to launch. Launch. No! No! Okay, that's fine. We need to pull away first, and then we can slow down. Where's the nearest port? This way. Once we're out of sight... Okay, we got her. We at least got her, but what's our damage? 180. This is not looking good. I knew it. I knew it. It's my fault. I should have turned. We don't know what that other ship was, though. We are limiting flooding. It's certainly possible for us to survive this. Yeah, I think we will. Ha ha ha! You'll never get me, Kappas! I am so happy. This is like, I'm so excited about these carriers. No. No. No, damn you, no. 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 No, I just fixed this mess. Oh, man. All right, well, this is not good. Definitely not good. How did they find us? My God. Clever chaps. Oh my God. Please, just go away. There's no way we can outrun them. Alright, what's our best plan here? We need to identify it first, and then we just need to launch torpedoes. How's our torpedo allotment? Starboard side is completely used, so we need to engage them with the port side. That is not the side that we were able to engage them with. It's a DD. It is not. It is not a DD. Run away. No! Please! Leave me alone! Okay, port side, port side. Remember, port side. Alright, if she's gonna fire, if she's gonna follow us, we're gonna give her something to think about. Launch torpedoes. Turn away. Got her! Oh, did we get her? Oh, it's so close. Damn it. Okay, launch torpedoes. We're actually really giving her some hell. Launch. Come on, Kuma. Oh, it went right through her. Okay, we're doing something, though. All we need to do is drive her off. We don't need to kill her. Just need to drive her off. Oh, man, she's gonna kill us. Wait. There's hope. Look at this. Crashes. In the meantime, in the background, one damaged crashes while landing on the airbase. Okay, well, the question is, what's our flooding at? 3, and we have 500 remaining. We have to control this flooding, though, or get to port, which I don't think we can do. Let's go down to 10. Don't want the bulkhead to break open. Japan, not known for their amazing damage control. Limits flooding. Limits flooding. Wait. This is huge. Oh, it's at 1. Please, please, please. I think the game runs for 500 minutes after you're done. Maybe it's 200. Whatever it is, we need this extra flooding. I'll go down to 8. I think we're relying... I was going to try to get to port, but I think we're relying more at this point on not having any flooding when the game ends. When the battle ends. Which means that we'll slow down to 6. Hell, I'll slow down to 4. This 1 has to go away. Please go away. Please go away. Come on, let it end. Let it end. No! 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 We sank the other one, though. Holy cow. Oh my gosh, it was so close. It's a French victory, too. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my gosh, I'm so pissed. Oh man. We freaking made it. Oh man. You gotta be kidding me. Oh man. The glorious thing, though, is that we were able to take out... the other cruiser, which is kind of amazing. From a point standpoint, we did well. I mean, I don't understand how we we lost 3 planes too. Yeah. Our aircraft losses actually count for almost... Wait. Oh, okay. What? Oh, I see. This is the difference. I see. So... it's a major victory, but it really shouldn't be. It's 800 points, right? And by the way, why did they get... yeah, anyway, I don't know what the... let's just look at the final results. The final victory points. No MCF device. That should have been how many victory points we got, but we don't know what it was then. Boy, that was really crummy. The aircraft lost you the battle. Well, I don't know how many victory points we won or lost, really. We were minus 500 before that, I thought. So minus 300 was already bad. Was it? Because it's minus 350 for the aircraft, wasn't it? I don't think it... it just added a little bit to it, but it didn't... Didn't actually do anything. But the Ottawas are very good ships, as we've seen. Boy, if that was our new ship, would not have been a contest at all. The Notories. Wonder how this is sorted. Seems like pretty much at random. Anyway, okay, next. 2% weight saving on armor. Wow, that's incredible. Okay, torpedo protection 4. Fantastic. Kawanashi has developed a medium bomber. Let's see what it looks like. We have better range, or maybe the same range. Better toughness, good bombs, slower speed. I mean, it's good enough that I think I want to develop it because it's only 600. It's only 600. They've improved their model. Firepower is still so low right now. It's incredible. I'm pretty happy with that battle, actually. I'm still thinking about it, and you know what? We took 2 for 1, and I really should have gotten away. I don't know how I could have done it a little bit better to maybe save that one flooding thing. It always gets you, man. You would think that one flooding would be enough that you could compensate for it. Send out a mayday. We're so close to land that send out a mayday and get somebody to like tow you in so that the extra flooding basically is negated by the extra ship. I don't know. That's how it would go in my head. Okay, so we did take some Ottawas down here, and I want one of them to raid. Also, although we don't have much money, I do want to continually improve our base capacity here, and I'm willing to spend 2,400 to do it. That's 5. Batteries 1, batteries 1, batteries 1. We probably want an extra battery there as well. We don't have anything in Central Pacific besides the Marshall Islands, so I do want to improve this base while we're at it. Even though it's not necessarily a good time to be doing this, but what's the batteries like? Batteries 1. What kind of batteries are these? Not base, coastal fortifications. So we have 4 inches in Japan, 2 8 inches in Japan, but yeah, we don't have any coastal batteries anywhere. I don't know why it's saying there's batteries there. I guess what it means is there's a air base? Is that what it means? I'm actually literally scratching my head. Well, I think I do want an air base in Kushiro now, considering we've had plenty of chances. They've had plenty of chances to hit us there, so Kushiro is where I would like it. All right. Performance data for something. Flying airplane. It's actually French. Is that French? No, might be British. Okay, it's RAF. 250. 250. What's that compared to ours? I still think you should be able to sort by this. 250. We're developing something. We have one. No, we don't have. Okay, so it's time for a new float plane. Reliability, range. No, so I don't really care about the... range has got to be first priority. And the second one has got to be speed. I'm going to go with speed for the second one. Can't wait for these aircraft carriers to be out. How much longer do we have to wait? 10 more months, that's it. Wow, they're quick. Okay, come on, please. Enough. End this already. Ah. I know I could have chosen the prestige down, but I didn't want to. I want to kind of like automatically ask the AI to refit everything here. So... 8 and 13, and this one is 777. I really would like these guys to get into the fight. In fact, let's again, I was talking about doing this, but let's send one of these guys to raid, the one that's not have a star. See how that works out. Okay, let me look here. Beaching is an actual tactic to combat flooding. Well, it makes sense. Ideally, you find a sandbar. Yeah, there's no such thing as beaching in this game, though. That's correct. Yeah, just copy it. 19 destroyers we just got. We'll save our money a little bit. Asian is a national hero. They're close to mastering Advanced Director. They're baffled by weight savings on torpedo mounts. Okay, we have developed an improved model of the flying boat. Very good. It is not much improved, I'd say. We really need a better fighter at this point as well. It's one of the things we should definitely invest in. Float plane should be range and reliability. Yeah, so I was thinking about it, and float planes, you're right. Was that a float plane that I asked for? Or was that a... I thought that was a flying boat. What did I ask for? Was it a flying boat? Yes, so Heil Hooter says he can't do reliability as a secondary. The option isn't there. This is true, and I'm not sure if it's a game bug or if it's intentional. Only the Navy can win this war. We have better 7-inch guns. New float plane scout prototypes are ready for evaluation. Oh, so I did get float plane scouts. Okay, so I probably should have chosen reliability for these. I meant to do flying boat, but I chose float plane scout. That's fine. In my head, basically, I was choosing range for the first and second was speed. I was choosing that thinking it was the float plane. The flying boat. Still, this is good. Range. Wow, 196. I think this is honestly the best thing to choose for the float plane scout as well. Because we don't need firepower, maneuvering, toughness. They basically need to scout something and then that's it. They're done. So obviously the top one is the best range, which is probably the most important thing. Although the second one does have, for a slight drop, better maneuverability, better toughness, but worse payload. These are kind of interesting. Yeah, Harsteden says you asked for a float plane scout. That's good. I'm already feeling more and more comfortable in this. I'm really excited, looking forward to the Rule the Waves 2 series as Germany. Again, that's going to start, I think. Let me link once more the link to the form. Yep, this should be it. Yeah, let me link it right here. This is the link to the form. If you want to submit a ship name for the Rule the Waves 2 series, which is going to start, I think it's going to start being released on Friday, but it might be released, first episode might be released tomorrow. That's going to be played as Germany from 1900. We're going to be in, I really am excited about that one. I think we're going to be in great shape by the time 1920 comes around. Much better than I think than in this historical start, which is going to make this 1920 start a lot of fun. Anyway, I don't know which one, but just to speed things along. I mean, these are both really good. This one does have better maneuverability, better toughness, better speed, slightly less range, but less armament. I think it's going to be better. Range probably should have been the best. I don't know why I did that. I immediately regret my decision. Let's see here. We still are at this war. Next time I just choose, please end the war as fast. Okay, Advanced Director, this is great. More efficient hull form, reduces engine HP requirements. Very good. HP, horsepower, not hit points. And the Kitakami. I don't think this is the good Kitakami, unfortunately. It is a good Kitakami. Oh, another Ottawa. And I'm really happy to fight with these. I've been very impressed with them, obviously. Taking on 2 French cruisers. Now, I just remembered we did get 30 knots for the other... by the way, where are they taking off? Where are we? Yeah, too far south. We're way too far away. So let's go ahead and run to the wind. We should catch up. 31 knots is pretty darn fast. We're already hitting her. Oh my god. 8 6-inch guns. Yeah, 2.5, 1.5, 2. 2.5, 2, 2. So these are shielded gun mounts, not full armored mounts that we will have later. Ah, that was not a good start, but we're going to get there. Lots of penetrations, unfortunately. That's very close. What are you trying to do? What are you playing at, buddy? Let's just give him something to think about. Launch some torpedoes. They are closing pretty quickly. Okay, good. That's what I wanted. This is going to give us a chance, basically, to get into position. That one might hit. No. Kitakami is hit by a torpedo? No! I had turned. How did they possibly predict that's where I would have been? I would have guessed I would have had another minute. Well, you get very unlucky sometimes. We are actually doing really well, too. These Otowas are just cursed, man. They're absolutely cursed. And we're almost, geez. Yeah, Juan Solomon said, watch out for torpedoes this time. Although I had just turned. Obviously, if my torpedoes are traveling to them and they hadn't got there yet, we should expect that their torpedoes couldn't have gotten to me. Juan Solomon says, sailing too straight. Yeah, that's what, you have to do those little turns like I had done about 2 minutes before I got hit. But basically just miscalculated. They were 1 minute faster to arrive than I expected. So, basically it's a draw anyway. Oh, we got some better ones now. Okay, we got a new float plane, which is ready. So let's petition for a flying boat this time. The things we want are... we definitely don't... I think range and speed are what we want for this. Range, speed. It could be range and more range. I think range and speed are what we want. Get there quickly, detect them quickly, get back to us quickly. Harrison says, our master spy reports that the French have employed acoustic homing... Yeah. No Name says they are sailing away from you, you're sailing away from them. The torpedoes would hit you before you... Yeah, I was sailing towards them. But the... Yeah, I mean, I could go back into that battle and I could explain my reasoning. But we'll just let it go. I'm pretty confident that, I was still playing very well. So, voice radio, very important. No signaling errors. You don't realize, I think they upped the amount of signaling errors you get in this game. It didn't used to be as many as it is now. And when I started my Germany campaign, my test campaign in Rule Waves 2, 1900 to 1906, I was getting so many signal errors. Signals misunderstood. Signals misunderstood. This flying boat is a bomber, though, isn't it? It's usually... I mean, think of it as like the Catalinas. They're both scouts and potentially bombers, but really I think their first role is probably reconnaissance. So I didn't expect my torpedoes would hit. I did not expect that. I didn't expect their torpedoes would hit. What I was expecting is that we would continue to gunfight. Okay, so let's just keep moving. We're getting our new ships, but they're going to take a while to work up. So close. We're down to 55, 60 points between us. Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh, Nelly. Oh, Nelly. It's done. No. I want to assign the Kaga. Do you want to assign more aircraft? No. Let me actually assign them myself. Captain... Yeah, no. We'll scrap you guys eventually. Don't worry. But for now, let's go over to aircraft types. No, not aircraft types, but air groups. And let's see what they did with the Akagi. They put two groups of fighters at 11 each, and then they put 11, 10, and 10. I really like that configuration. And I think I will just... Can I just auto-add? That's perfect. I really like that. So you can cycle in two different groups of 11 for the fighters. What did I say? I said, I think, 23. And then... I think I said 23, and then... No, I said 20... I said I was going to put 23 as fighters, did I? And then 30 is... Probably I was going to put some float planes, but I keep forgetting that you need the hangar bay for that. So... Anyways, we have a carrier now, which is great. And they are put, I guess, below light cruisers, which is kind of annoying. I guess this is alphabetical, but... Now it makes sense to me why they're called CVs, because there's AVs, and then the CVs are probably cruiser conversions. So should they actually be called, or should they be BVs if they were battled, like the Saratoga and Lexington? Should those be BVs? I don't know, maybe CV just stands for carrier, but I don't know the etymology of this abbreviation. So these guys haven't done much, have they? They finished working up, so we're going to put some more people on raiding. New flying boats, ready for evaluation. 358. Probably that wins my heart immediately. It doesn't seem to have any disadvantages. It is actually just the best one. It's just far and away the best one. One less maneuver, but okay. Catalina's, as we're imagining, not expected to be very maneuverable. So. What? God damn it. We lost light carrier because it had to be scuttled due to the lack of fuel. Starting to wonder about my luck here. This reminds me a little bit of the luck I had in my British campaign. Flight cruisers, says one who says goose. Cruiser Vouloir. Would DDs be D-destroyer? Yuva says. Yeah. CV Lexington class was battle cruiser. That's interesting. It's true. So I have these other light cruisers that are just joining, right? The Notories, and I think we do want to send some of them down to Southeast Asia. Or maybe I just do some raiding here. The thing is, it seems like we really do need some more... zoom out. I think we don't have enough... Yeah, we're at 288 out of 159, so we need less ships in Southeast Asia. Well, you know, a lot of these ships in Southeast Asia seem to be doing absolutely nothing anyway. Like, what are you doing? Couldn't find what I was looking for. Move there, if you can. Looks like you can. Yeah, just move home so we don't lose you. And the Miyoko Onos. Yes, we'll leave those there because I don't know what I was thinking. They're all like not in good shape. Well, these are very good. I'm going to move them home. I was really hoping that they would actually encounter the raiding parties, that they would be the ones, the battlecruisers would be the ones to track down raiders. See, it just doesn't make sense to me. I really dislike the way the system is. You should be able to set different task force to different... I don't know, is that too micromanagey? I want to set these battlecruisers to be go chase down raiders. And I want to set these carriers to go with some light cruisers to be in a group and go hunt down, like maybe go port raid or something. But we're not given that opportunity. Okay, very good. We're really blowing through the carrier research. Oh, we need a fighter. CL Kaiso has been forced to scuttle. Hopefully that was a useless one. Let's find out which one that was. Kaiso. You gotta be kidding me! There's so many different choices there. Why do you keep destroying my ships? Okay, get them all out. Pull them all out. There's so many other light cruisers. Why is the game picking on me? Get them out. Get everything we don't want to lose out. It's just terrible. Terrible. Okay, everything else is staying. The carriers have finished their working up. Darzel says the game really wants you to only have cranshipped. Yeah, that's right. It's trying to move me in that direction. You know, if this war ever frickin' ends... It worked! It worked! Okay. Alright. It's happened. It has happened. We're ready. We're going to evaluate each one of these ships on a... Oh, first of all, Mavno says, check the almanac to see if we had the first carrier. Well, I'm pretty sure we did. Yeah, nobody else has even started one, and we have two. Very few people even have light carriers. So we're just way ahead. Now, let's go case by case, evaluate, and decide the fate of all these different ships. Kashima. Normal accommodations, normal range. Looks decent. She's going to get a refit when her sister ship comes out. Actually, I'm not sure. This bug actually existed in the previous one where you could actually refit them while they're damaged. What would I want to refit about them? Do we have better quality one? We do. And that's because of the turret savings we get. It's going to save a lot of weight. This is going to be very expensive, though. I don't know if we can do this. Well, we have enough money in reserve. We can probably pull this off. I would like to increase the ammunition, though. Seems a little bit low. We're at 20,000. If I change this... Yeah, I want to change these to dual purpose then. No. I don't know if I want to refit this to be like a... It's not going to be a fleet dreadnought. It's not going to be escorting carriers. So maybe I don't need those. This might need to be 6-inch. Okay, we're going to leave it for now. I know it's obsolete, and we really do need to refit it, but we're going to leave it for now. Okay, the Mikasa. What are you... And you're dead to me. I hate you. 740. Wow, we get money back for scrapping it? I would have paid to get rid of that. Okay, we have Yashima. Actually, to be honest, I mean, there's probably room for a cramped accommodation, short range, dreadnought, home waters, again, which I think that was a really good idea. Someone who, I forget who suggested that, but it was somebody in the chat, or maybe somebody on a comment on the video. The scrapping is happening. It's beautiful. Yep, this is happening. It's definitely going to happen. It's overdue. Long overdue. Normal accommodations. Medium range. Seems good. Yashima, she has 14-inch guns. Of course, we just look here. We still don't have 13-inch guns. Odd, isn't that? So, what do we want to improve about this? Advanced Director. It's mandatory. Maybe up... Wow, that's way too expensive. We want these to be... Wow, they already are. This is a good ship! Okay, this is what I want to do. I want to change this. Still good. There we go. So this should take advantage of our massive amount of dual-purpose 3-inch guns. I really like this design. 23 knots, it's definitely slow. 23 knots, actually, well, frankly, it's not that slow for a dreadnought. I don't have any of the quality 1 stuff, but 14-inch guns at quality 0 is not terrible. Yeah, you know what, I think I'm pretty happy about this. Let's save and leave this as a valuable dreadnought. Okay, we're doing okay. Let's go to the Azumas. These are short-range ships. Oh, first the Kasuga, I should say. The Scrappening. I really like that nickname. It's truly what needs to happen here. So we have better quality 12-inch guns. I just get nervous about changing it. I did not change anything, though. These need to be better turrets. Oh my gosh, we're going to have so much weight remaining when we do anything, though. Holy cow. Short range. These could be the ones I was talking about, the short range home water ones. They don't have, they are, oh gosh. Oh. 26 knots is not very fast for a battle cruiser. Elena says 18 knot speed though. Yeah, you're talking about these? The 23 knot dreadnoughts are not bad, but those 18 knots, yeah, I know. However, I don't know how important that is. Basically, you can have something which is like 10 knots. I mean, look at coastal guns are not... They have 0 speed, and they're still effective. If you can put more armor on them, and they just basically can't dictate the terms of the engagement, but if they win the engagement no matter what anyway, it's a moot point. Like if you put a floating fortress on the water, sure, it can't chase anything down, but nothing is going to defeat it anyways. So it still kind of lives up to the old adage that it's faster than anything that can sink it, while being able to sink anything fast enough to catch up to it, which is normally what you'd rather do. So I don't think these Kasugas are that bad. For 25,000 ships, I mean, the 25,000, the secondaries are way too high. They're casemates, which is pretty terrible. Let's just leave those alone for now and see what we have in the Azuma, which is 26, slightly older, 13-inch guns. What? Wait, what? The game spawned us with guns we don't own. Okay, thank you. Okay, Mavino says Tortuga wire casemate's so bad because in bad weather they take a 20% penalty to their rate of fire, which is bad. The good news is that they do share their armor with the belt. So basically, you like the accuracy, you like the rate of fire essentially of the non-casemates. This is very strange. This is, oh my god, it's so hideous. I think we have to scrap this one. First of all, it's using guns we don't own. It's coal. It's coal. Was the Kasuga coal? What the hell is going on here? Oh, it is. Is the Kashima coal? Oh my god, they are. Okay. How much would it be to... Well, I don't want to scrap too many ships because we do need some ships out. We don't have any other battle cruisers. Wait a second. I just want to see. Let's not... This is a joke. I mean, this is not for real. Calm down. Don't panic too much. What would happen if... This is a what-if scenario. Okay, so what is it? Yeah, it is possible for us to convert these. Because they're not bad. Short-range aircraft carriers are just nonsense, though. Okay, so these are also going to be left alone for now. Obviously, I can keep their 13-inch guns. I don't have to do any. I could actually just keep them. They're pretty good for a broadside. Obviously, it's not good to have turrets not super firing, but very low armor. Kind of, I really don't like these. But look, they're not cramped accommodations, and they would track down those light cruisers very easily. So we're going to keep them for now. Oh, man. Oh, these poor, poor, poor ships. Boy, I think it's long overdue for these to go the way of the dodo. I think we'll just scrap these. We even made some money off of it. The Myoko Onos, which are new. These are still reasonable. I still like these. And they have dual purpose guns? No, they don't. So this is not an anti-aircraft device. They're not obsolete yet, so we'll leave them for now. Okay, here comes the pain. These are all getting scrapped. How many mines were they carrying? 46 mines. My goodness. That is a lot of mines. These are definitely getting scrapped. These are cramped accommodations. 6-inch guns. Actually, they have 6-inch guns, which is nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they have a 5-sided broadside. Cramped accommodations, which we can't change. Underwater, yeah, okay, these are going. Scrap. Chitosi may be okay. Yeah, surface mounted, that's good. These are good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like this one a lot, actually. Yeah, this is good. So we'd rather not have it with coal firing engines, but honestly, I don't think it's worth replacing anything on this. We'll just leave it as is. Is that one obsolete? Oh, it is. Okay, so we do need to upgrade this one. What will we even do with it, though? We could give it dual-purpose guns. 25 tons. Actually, frankly, this is very low rounds per gun. What's the maintenance on these? 111. This is awesome. We can, just by changing their... shh, don't tell anybody. But by reducing their rounds per gun, or by changing the rounds per gun at all, we can actually reduce the maintenance we're going to pay on them for a year. This immediately seems like a cheap way of paying less maintenance for your ships. So I think we'll just do this. Yeah, it seems fine to me. We get increased elevation. I don't think that we're going to be able to get dual purpose guns on them. Yeah, we can only get like just nothing, not anything that's worth actually doing. So we'll leave it off. I guess we can put some light AA on because we do have a little bit of room, 5, which is really not much. Still coal, says Jay Lightfoot. Yeah, this is true. I'm probably not going to convert from coal because replacing machinery is frickin' expensive. It's just not worth it. So they will be coal firing. Can replacing machinery change whether a ship is short range? That's a good question. We can find out on the next one. Let me save this one. Let them refit. Oh, fire control is not the best type. I forgot about that. Okay, let's go to advanced, and that's going to cause us to drop this down by 1, but that's fine. Now we save, and I think we're okay. Oh, we can get one more here now. 2 more? 1 more. Okay, good. Or, you know what? What are 6 anti-aircraft guns can do anyway? Nothing, right? I'd rather get 17 mines. This is low? I think I raised it. Okay, drop this down, get this up, 1 more, 120, and we'll get 11 mines. Very good. Okay, good enough. This is an old one, we're going to keep around for a little while longer. We have the Otowas, which are great, because I built them. They need an advanced director now. And they have the dual purpose guns already, which is fantastic. Might as well get, if we can. Wow, even 1 director is going to take a lot, but we can change the ammo. $125. Okay, we can get 2 directors on to help our dual purpose guns. I think this is worth it. And 1 light anti-aircraft gun. Maybe not ideal, but oh, we could always drop this or change this around. Maybe only 20 mines? Not gonna help. Okay, so let's go to 32 mines then. Or wait, actually I think I want this to go back up to 130? 25 mines. Okay, very good. So save, all done. Rebuild. We will rebuild her. We'll make her stronger. Tertiary to turrets. We have 0 tertiaries. Yeah, I don't use tertiaries on light cruisers. I don't think that I will. I can't imagine a use case for them, a good use case. These all need to be refitted, I believe, with director. Are any more being built though? Right now we have 2. Okay, these are the old ones. What are we looking for? Otowas, and this is Notori. The Notoris. There are no Notoris. Okay, good. So we can refit all of these if we want. I think the only thing they need is just director firing, which I left enough room for. Perfect. More than enough room for, in fact. And we could get 1 more. We don't need the 12-month delay, I don't think, in this case. So it has 8 tons remaining, which we can put into mines. Perfect. I'm really liking this. Oh, inefficient. Okay, that's right. So adding 1 of these is going to take 1 of those away. We have to keep this at 20 to keep it where it is. Yeah, so we could just leave 8 tons available with nothing doing. It's probably... I don't know if it's worth it to do that, though. I mean, we can get 30 mines now. I like that. I think I like that more than the 1 AA gun. Like, what is 1 AA gun going to do? Mostly with these light AA guns, I think it's mostly self-ship defense. And what we would rather these, this is absolutely a fleet cruiser, we'd rather them have the dual purpose guns because then they actually are doing work to defend like the carriers or the battleships. So, or probably not battleships if they're with carriers, but probably battle cruisers. So this looks good to me. Yeah, so we'll rebuild all these. And that is pretty expensive. Why was that so expensive? Advanced Director is that expensive? What did I do? Did I do something wrong? Crow's Nest AA, yeah, the one AA gun. I kind of laughed at that myself, the idea of this. So we really want to design a better destroyer, which we've been talking about for a little bit. Of course, we did get some. We are building some of these Sawakasis. Let's look at this design real fast. It's just this light minesweepers plus mines plus K-guns. It's ASW plus minesweeping. So it's really a jack of all trades. I want to get a few more of them because I don't think we have that many. And by not many, we have 23. Yeah, we definitely like some more of these. We might have to wait it out a little bit. We, in the meantime, can start scrapping these old ones. So here's a 900-ton one. I just want to evaluate if there is any hope or usefulness for these at all. This, absolutely not. These will be scrapped. The scrapping is happening. 1,400 tons is pretty heavy. They do have mines as well. 12 of them. It's overweight. I don't know how. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's getting scrapped. Okay, that was just easy enough. We have a lot of these. The Hakazi first, which are probably all going to get scrapped. They're short-range cramped accommodations. They're overweight. I don't know how does the AI allowed to design ships which are... I know the AI often does use ship designs which are overweight, but... the willingness of the crew to bunk down with an anti-ship mine as a plow. Says Stan Mechanic. So many DDs to scrap. Well, it's happening pretty quickly, I think. So short range, cramped, which again, we could leave at home, but it depends on the merit of the design. An overweight design, I just hate everything about it. It's so overweight, it's actually an error. How does this get through? Not really sure how these are legal designs to begin with. 4 torpedo tubes. I basically dislike this so much. I would much rather, even though it has maintenance of 20, my much better Sawakazis have maintenance of 11. So, goodbye, you are the weakest link. But don't worry, there's actually a lot of weakest links, all tied for how weak of a link they are. The No-Kazis, the next up, for the next on the chopping block. 31 knots. This isn't actually an oil-firing ship. 2 4-inch guns. They're not dual purpose. What is nice about this thing? I guess the low tonnage. Let's see. No fire control positions. Fire control is not the best type. Okay, that's interesting. Well, this one doesn't immediately get the axe. Let's see the maintenance on it. 23. So it has to be worth... Oh, wow, these were made in 1903? What? How? It's pretty apparent to me that when the game designs 1920s designs, it just randomly chooses values. Like a 1903 design can't possibly have been made with fuel type of oil. So I don't know why that's happening, but let's see. I guess we just scrap it because it's not good, and we just can't really... I can't really justify the use of 23 maintenance for this thing. The scrapping. Okay, next up we have the Akazis, which probably will also go the way the rest of the destroyers have gone, to an early grave, to the scrapyard somewhere. These do have more destroy. This is actually one that we might keep. We could keep this. Oh, it's overweight. Yeah, it's cannot be justified. Scrap. And there we go. Okay, so people are taking off. It sounds like, sorry. Or good night. I'm not sorry that you have to leave. Go live your life. We did miss this one, though. 24, which is not too bad. 4 4-inch guns. Yeah, this is not bad. 33 knots, even though it's coal firing. I mean, it's 33 knots, which is pretty fast. I could see myself redesigning this slightly and it being worth keeping. 100 rounds per gun. My goodness, is that on the light end? Yeah. And it's unfortunately heavy crowding. Yeah, we might have to scrap this one as well. Oh, by the way, I need to check when is THG streaming, because THG is going to start streaming soon. Oh my gosh, he's doing it. Okay, so I probably should jump off soon and pass the baton over to THG. I guess he is streaming right now. Is it true? Okay, well, what else do we want to accomplish before we wrap this stream up? Probably we'll go for another 10 minutes or so, and then we'll call it a night. THG, says Kutin. Yes, this is another, I guess I would consider him a friend. There's also a content creator, such as myself. He's streaming on Twitch right now. I'll post a link as soon as I finish the stream, or probably someone else can just post a link for me. So you can choose, if you guys want to head over to his stream now, feel free to do so. I believe he's live already. I told him that when I'm done with mine, I'd direct everyone who wants to continue watching press copies of Rule of Waves 2, you can head over to his. He probably doesn't know the game quite as well as I do. That's because Rule of Waves is like my life. There's very few people out there who knows Rule of Waves, at least the original game, to the extent I do. So, this is confusing to me. This new ship with its 2 ASW has 3 ASW. Why does this one have more ASW? This I cannot understand. Bella asks, will you make a Japanese Graf Zeppelin? I mean, I'll be making a Japanese Akagi. I think we've already made it. Get rid of coal would make it okay. Let's see. Plus 1 hour of stream. It's hard asks for. I probably can't go that long. I have other things to attend to. The thing I'm confused about, though, is this ASW rating. Why is this 1200? Is it because of the tonnage? Now, mind you, per maintenance cost, mine's still better. But I really can't figure out why. What adds to ASW? I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, even these have ASW, because I guess the airplanes, which makes sense, by the way. Base ASW is tied to tonnage of DD. Thank you, Uvox. Amazing. Which kind of makes sense, but at the same time it doesn't, considering this has depth charges and K-guns. K-guns, depth charge storage. How, if I'm a submarine, I've played Wolfpack. For those of you who don't know, Wolfpack, first-person cooperative World War II submarine game. Very, hard. I would say it's pretty hardcore. It's very cool. Anyways, when you're there, you're not worried about a ship that doesn't have depth charges. You're just not worried about it. All right, let's just move forward a little bit longer. Okay, first of all, let's cycle back to the Kashima. It is coal. It's very freeboard is low. Freeboard is low. Yeah, everything was fine until I saw freeboard is low. Uvox says all DD have depth charges. Then, what? I'm sorry. Wait, what? What is this? Oh, this is increased depth charge storage. Got it. Thank you. Okay, well, probably gonna have to get rid of the Kashima then. I was really excited about her. I thought she could have really been something. But the fact that she's using low freeboard means that she's as susceptible to she basically has casemates for all her guns, on top of having casemates which will also be doubly penalized for poor weather. So, yeah. I think this thing has to go. I kind of wanted to keep it, but engine priority speed, yeah, we're going to get rid of this thing. Sorry. Which means that we do need to make up for this by building something. The people are not going to be, the Emperor won't be impressed to hear that we have no ships left. He doesn't care about having 2 light cruisers. We probably need to design another dreadnought. And I'd like to, but we don't have the money to quite yet. And we honestly do need to make decisions about these because they're old and obsolete and we need to refit them. So this one is the normal, short range, but that's fine. We can handle one of these. So I looked to chat for the question here. We have the Kasuga and the Azuma. They're basically the same. One is 12 by 13 inch guns. The other is 8 by 12 inch guns. However, the one with the 12 inch guns actually has super firing for its positions. And it has after sunlight. I really like this. I think we're going to keep the Kasuga. 10.5 for turret. And the armor of the other one was just abysmal, right? 25,500 versus 27,500. Speed of 6. Secondary. I don't know. I think that this is not as good. Elena says, I think I would plan on building new battleships and battlecruisers. Absolutely, we're going to need to. No matter what, we're going to keep both of these battlecruisers designs around for a little bit, just because the Emperor, I mean, the people, just your Navy, is judged based on how many ships it has. And if we don't have that many ships, which we're getting down there now, 9, okay, we have 9. And the ones rebuilding aren't shown as being in service. So basically, look at it, this is the silliness. We have 000, but 110,000, right? This is what, probably 4? So we have 4 dreadnoughts maybe that are coming back out. So this is not enough. We definitely need to improve this. We got rid of our battleships. We're very low on the heavy cruisers. We're very low actually on light cruisers. Although once our refits are all done, we'll be okay. And destroyers, we're way too low on destroyers. But we're going to build the Fletcher in a moment. Just need the money, basically. So, and we still haven't scrapped the Unebi. Even though I hated her every time, but I didn't see the fact that she had 46 freaking mines. That's a ton. So Harston said, I returned. Did I miss you losing another cruiser? No, we finally ended the war though. That was the good thing. Battle cruiser with short range is stupid, says Uvox. Kasuga has lower maintenance. Yeah. These are all good things. So Uvox wants me to replace it. Well, the replacement machinery means that it's like rebuilding the damn ship. Let's just look at what would happen if I replace the machinery on maybe the one I'm leaning towards, which is the Kasuga. So right now, let's just pretend that we want to increase the guns. So rebuild cost is 2,000. I do this. Rebuild cost is 2,400. So, not still quite a lot. And this would allow me to up the armor as well. Oh, no. What? Wait, whoa. This is new. So upgrading the guns no longer acts as replacing the turret? It doesn't, so it's not 20,000. I don't understand this. This is interesting. Anyways, okay, let's pretend that we are replacing the entire turret. So we do this, we get 12 inches of armor, which I think would be better, get 3 inches there. We'll probably want to take the secondaries down to 2 inches, as I like to do. We'll probably replace these entirely with dual purpose guns. Not in casemates. Dual purpose. Directors. This is all good. Looks like so all this is gonna basically picking and choosing everything. We probably want to clear the torpedo mounts as well. Okay, we will get rid of the forward and aft ones because those are bizarre, but we'll leave the starboard ones. Yeah, so all this is good. All this is good, but what we're interested in is this cost, 23,150. And what happens now when I choose to rebuild? Well, first of all, I could rebuild. Let's just cancel this and design it from scratch so you can see the difference. 2,000, I replace machinery. 20,000, just like that. Doesn't look like we can get rid of short range. Go to oil fire. So we can change the machinery and go to oil firing, which saves us, just a little bit. This 500 tons or so. And this costs as much as replacing everything else. So that's why I usually don't replace machinery. Also, it takes a long time, but all right, well, let's just think about doing this, though, because we can get another knot out of her. Go down to 2 here, which this is going to be a very expensive refit in the end. 12, 3. She's not all or nothing armor, which is another strike against her. Is the other one the Kasuga? Oh, this is the Kasuga. My bad. We get the better guns. Let's do the same thing. Drop this down to 4. Choose. Whoops. Wait, can we do 2 yet? Oh. Wait. Why? Why are you reclassifying me? Don't reclassify me. Okay. So it's actually fine. Okay, so we can use double turrets for dual. That's right. We had the technology pop. Fantastic. So we can get more of these now. We'll get all of them. We'll get 4 here. Oh man, I'm starting to like this. We might keep this one because I'm actually getting pretty happy with it. Okay, so let's see. What do we do? Convert the Azuma. We cannot allow a capital ship gap. Yeah, exactly. That's what Stan Mechanics is talking about. Exactly what I fear. We don't want to like leave things behind. But 29 knots says this is actually be reasonable. Is 28 also acceptable? No. So it has to be 29. Well, if we want it to be a fleet support craft, it has to be as much as our light carriers. 29. So it has to be at least 29 to keep up with our carriers. And frankly, I think we should make it 30. So we're going to make... Oh, it's short range. It's short range. Damn it. Damn it anyhow. It's short range, so we can't... It won't be able to go with our carriers. So this is not going to be a fleet. This is just going to be a home water protection thing. Which means we don't need to worry too much about the dual purpose guns. In fact, what I'm probably going to do is bump this up to 6 duels. We can take this down a fair amount. And then maybe some 3 dual purpose. 12. Seems okay to me. Again, we'll delete these weird mounts. I will probably just clear all the torpedo mounts. And we can go to 14, 16 even. Okay, this is looking pretty good. We can actually go to doubles, I forgot. Which makes no difference at all. None. So we'll just leave them in ones. Okay, you can install additional secondary guns, but only in single mounts. Got it. So this has to be single, which is going to be a little bit expensive. We'll drop this down to 14. We're good. Now we can go 5. Wow. So just basically 4 more there. Oh my god, that's not enough. That's just not enough. Okay, we'll drop this down, and we need to get this up by 2. So this should go up if we can. We can't. Is there a way to make a battle carrier like the Japanese had? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I always get rid of the Dreadnought submerged tubes. Seen way too many gun hits penetrate them. Yeah, exactly. That's why I've gone to this as well, Stan Mechanic. TJ is starting his playthrough soon. Looks like he's choosing the 1900 start with Germany. Somebody go tell him not to do 1900 start as Germany. That's the one I'm doing. Or I mean, it's actually fine, but it might be more interesting if he does... Well, maybe that's just the best start. I don't know. Well, that's what people voted on for mine, so... Complement of 1,000. This seems like a lot less people than I think this ship would actually require. 90 rounds per gun is at least a little bit better. This is so expensive, though. 14 months at 4.5. Yeah, we can't do it. All that work for nothing, I know, but basically that's how much it's going to take. It's basically like building a new ship. We probably shouldn't even do it. Probably should just scrap it. But for now, let's just do a basic rebuild of things. I'd even forgotten this. We can do quality 1 increase, which seems like it doesn't cost much at all. And 90 maybe? One second. Okay, sorry about that. You can probably hear the reason why break was taken. Tortuga is in building heaven. You won't sleep tonight. I do really like this. Harson says, you realize with the absurd number of DP guns you're putting on the ships, even modern naval designers are going to be looking at you funny. Especially the period appropriate ones. I don't know, Harsden. I don't know how effective these guns are yet. I actually see only heavy AA potential in the ones... I don't know what I've already done. Okay, I already adjusted this. I think this is actually a good idea, though. So we can't adjust the turret, but we can get this up. We can choose oh, God, rebuild cost is way too much. No. So how did this happen? So if I don't do anything, if I just do this, it's fine. It says this is not going to cost anything, but if I change the rounds per gun, it jumps... Okay. I think it's a bug. Let's see if it's a bug we can take advantage of. if I just save and rebuild as is. Oh, yeah, call this a battleship if you want. Is it actually going to take... So, no, it's going to... Yeah, okay, it knows. It knows the game is smarter. It put up the rebuild cost to 20,000, so we won't be able to do this one. That's fine. We didn't really want to. We basically want to design a new one, right? We want to design a new one. We don't have the money to do it. Oh my god, no. Can you imagine if we did? There's so many interesting ideas we could go with, but we don't have the money right now. So let's focus on our carriers. And we're a little bit negative on budget, so let's just kind of blow forward a couple of turns. And it's always better to build new ships, right? But at least we're returning to some semblance of control of our own ships here. And I would actually say that we probably should build some more of our Notories. I can't remember what is there. So this only says 4 light AA. It doesn't say any heavy AA whatever. Where do you find out how effective these are? I don't even know. Don't know if he has a budget for that kind of stuff right now. Battle carrier. Side note, have you looked at the gun data window now? It shows the ship's immunity bracket for its own guns. It's a nice addition. Yeah, I have not even looked at that. Still wondering what to do with these. So, there's the immunity range. So there's, some area. No immunity zones. Yeah, well, I think 8-inch guns are much more powerful than 3 inches of armor. So, it's very cool. That is really cool. I do like that. Maximum quality of guns, Jonathan Depoy, is 1. Quality 1. You have quality -1, 0, and 1. Quality 5 means you haven't researched it yet, despite what the... So what they should have done is had quality 0, quality 1, and quality 2, where quality -1 meant that you didn't have it yet, but they didn't do that. Actually, you can have quality -2 on the 13 inches at game start. Okay, well, I think that this is basically what we wanted to do for this stream. So the next one we'll start off and we'll basically be looking to design... That's interesting. I thought I already had this. Did I not? Or did it say we were close to doing it? I don't know. So yeah, let's go ahead and wrap this stream up. It looks like we have the monthly balance, which is slowly swinging back in our favor. And we do have some pretty expensive designs finishing up. Actually, still one of the main things I want to do is build more light cruisers. The Notories are back. Okay, yeah, so let's take a look at this. So it doesn't show heavy AA. Where does the heavy AA kick in? So this is light. Wait. What the hell? It says dual purpose, but I think it's because this is selected. But okay, so note to self, don't select dual purpose on guns that don't have... This should be... Anyways, obviously just a small little mistake. I'm sure Frederick will fix that. So selecting dual purpose on guns that you don't have any number of still makes that DP show up. Okay, well anyways, like I said, let's push everyone over to THG's stream. In fact, we can just go bombard him. Let's see if... So I'll probably need to wrap it up here. Twitch.tv/The Historical Gamer, maybe? Is it correct? It appears to be. Okay, there it is. Look, I'm doing that thing that you do when you, like, what did they say? They, when you, like, on Twitch, you broadcast someone else. Looks like he's just starting. So, I'll throw this link over into the chat. We'll be wrapping up here. So my plan is to release, by the way, this Germany 1900s start soon. I'm not sure if it'll go out tomorrow night or if it'll be maybe Friday morning. Also, tomorrow night I'll be streaming again. So feel free to go over and bombard. Uvox says, I'm looking at the comments now on THG's stream. Anyway. So, yeah, host, that's right. I'm basically hosting THG. That's right. But I'm not going to continue to host. Uh, but anyways, it's fine. I see everyone telling him not to do Germany, but he can do Germany. It might be the most interesting option. I'll be doing all the countries eventually, of course. United States is going to be a fun one, I think, when we finally get to that, because, I don't know, it's fun. So Yuvok says, thank you for the stream. Yes. Have a good night, Tortuga, says Elena. Thank you. Are you going to be in chat for THG? I will. That's a good point. I'll just go in and say that I've bombarded THG's stream. Hopefully his numbers kick up. If you want to see more, you're going to see what the 1900 start looks like if you go over to his, which I think it's going to make... Okay, let's be honest. It was still a lot of fun to have to scrap all these ships. The scrapping. Anyway, so I'll be streaming tomorrow night at some point. Until then, thanks everyone for tuning in. And in case you missed any of this, this will go live on the channel. This will go up on the channel. Make sure that you submit either through my Discord or through one of the previous videos or the chat link, a ship name, if you want your name in the game for the Germany series. Again, make sure that those are appropriate German names. So if it's something that sounds like it could have been a real German ship name, then it's okay. Okay, so thanks Savino, thanks to the lasers, thanks Dennis, thanks to everyone. Have a good evening, or if it's already morning for you, have a good morning. Until the next one, until tomorrow night, perhaps. I don't know what time I'll be streaming, probably around 7. So that would be a 1 hour later start than tonight.